This is my review of last night's MNBRT Radio, which was on a special night. It was all about this alleged Bigfoot bodies situation, where allegedly there have been two Bigfoot bodies, Bigfoot creatures that were shot, allegedly, and apparently one of them had a piece of flesh cut off it, which was sent to Dr. Melba Ketchum. And she tested it, and it came out human. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. I'd like to hear this from Dr. Ketchum herself. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear it from Dr. Ketchum. But anyway, the guest was Robert. Oh, what was his last name? Lindsay. Robert Lindsay was the guest. And he talked quite a bit about this situation. But although he was the messenger, and it's not really good to shoot the messenger, he didn't seem to have as much of a grasp on it as someone who called into the second hour. That was Derek Randalls. Derek Randalls has actually dealt with this individual who claimed to have shot these two Sasquatches. And he's had multiple phone conversations with this gentleman. He's going to be going to meet this gentleman soon, referring to Derek Randalls. Also, Richard Stubbs called in, and there were several callers, especially in the second hour. Derek was one of them. He hung on to the line. John Johnson called in. J.C. Johnson called in. Alex Midnight Walker, the Shadow, called in. There were several folks who called in, so it was tremendous, and it did get a bit heated, but not too bad. It wasn't too bad. And there were several questions from the chat room, which were answered, I thought, pretty well. I thought that Derek Randalls was the breakout star, I guess. I thought that he did a better job of explaining things than Robert Lindsay did. No offense to Robert Lindsay, but I think that Derek Randalls did a much better job of explaining everything, because he had more intimate information, or he's more involved more intimately, because he has sent several samples to to Melba Ketchum, rather. He and the Olympic Project. Anyway, it was a great show. I really enjoyed it. 5 stars as always, Abe. I realize my review is a little bit late, and I apologize for that. I will try and get my reviews up sooner, or as soon as possible. Anyway, Monday night, Abe will be back at his regular time, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And I think he said his guest was going to be... I don't remember who he said his guest was going to be. Anyway, it should be interesting. Begin at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/MNBRT. And as always, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research.